Hi everybody, welcome to another tutorial on Bleass Groovebox. In this video I'd like to go through how you can edit samples inside the drum machine and what options you have available. So let's click on one of the loop, which will start it. So let's click again to stop it, but let's click and hold so we can select edit. As you know, we have seen these screen in previous videos. This is where you can actually create your pattern, your rhythm pattern. So for example, in this case I assigned 4 different kick drums, and this is what they sound like. So if I click on one of the step and I hold, I have a number of selection. I can edit the sample, I can load the sample, record the sample, and of course click cancel about the action that I was going to take. So let's load a sample. So this will bring you to a view where you can sample the waveform. Click on the waveform itself, like so. You can choose a category of samples from where you can load one, and category, for example, all, user ones, and also factory ones. And then you have a view here where you can choose different samples. I encourage you to look at the different libraries that are available, because there are some great sounds included in Groovebox. Here you have option to delete some, to import new ones, to record one, and also to load one. So in this case, let's select the kick fanfare and let's load it. It will say, would you like to reset the drum sample setting? We click OK. So at this point, the sample that we have loaded will be used for the kick drums. Okay, let's repeat the operation, and let's load the sample, and let's choose kick hip hop or high rock, hip rock. Let's load it again, and here we are. Perfect. Let's go back to the different option that we have available. So let's again load another sample, and this time, instead of loading it, let's click on import, and let's choose something that I already have available, like this kick drum at 125 bits per minute, and here is the sample which has been loaded. Let's click on it, and this is where you can audition it, of course, and let's click load. Again, click OK. Now let's remove some of the different steps, and let's leave the first one here, and let's click play. As you can hear, it's not aligned to the end of the measure. So let's click back. Let's go here to the tempo. Let's increase that to 125. Now if we click play, it will be perfectly aligned. Okay, let's go back and edit that loop. Let's go back and again load the sample, and as you can see, there is also record option here, which allows you to record, for example, something from your microphone, your iPad or iPhone microphone. So let's try that. Record. Okay, let's click stop. Let's click play. Oops, sorry. Let's click the sample at the top here. And as you can hear, I have recorded my hands clapping. So let's try again. This will erase the previous recording. We click OK. Stop clicking again on the red button, so we have a higher volume now. Let's try. Okay, I like this, and so let's click on save. It will ask me to type a name, so let's type a test for now, and let's click on OK. Now if we go in the user category, I'll find the previous sample that I imported and also the new one which I recorded. So let's click on test and let's click load, and let's click OK again. So this has been loaded again against the particular step. If you click play, you will hear part of my voice as well, okay, which I don't like. So let's click on the step again. Let's edit this time the sample. Again, on the top you see the waveform, okay, which you can sample. Let's click on begin, and here you have a slider on the right hand side which allow you to adjust the start of the waveform. So let's click on it, and you can see it changing color here to delineate where the sample will start playing. So let's go just before that wave, then let's click end and also change the end just to capture this part of the waveform. So let's try. That sounds good. Other option, of course, that you can choose is you can have an offset which establish how a delay in starting playing the sample is very subtle, so it will work only if you have a very high attack and also the volume is really up. You have a pitch selection, so let's try that. You can see it's changing. You can hear it's changing. Let's bring this down to 0. Okay, we have a classical envelope for attack decay, your ADSR. So you have your attack and release, which you can establish. So click on attack, and you can see the attack being represented by these 2 red lines. So we can have a bit of attack, and also we can set the release as well, which will be determined or shown, sorry, on the waveform by these red lines, as you can see here. And it all depends, of course, on the wave form that you selected. Okay, let's go back. Then you can also apply a filter. You can apply a low pass cutoff or a high pass cutoff, and you can do the same for resonance as well. So let's change the low pass cutoff. You can hear it starting to get more softer. Play around, so you can just adjust your, as I said, your low and high cutoff and resonance as you like, of course. Perfect. Next, I want to show you the drive. Here you can decide to apply a pre-filter or post-filter drive. Again, click on it and just increase the percentage with the slider. You can also decide to change the filter from digital to analog, and you can decide to do that before the filter or post filter. Okay, and you can also decide to change your bit depth. At the moment is 16 bits. Of course, if you reduce that, you can hear the difference, and it is more audible, of course, when you have a longer or a different waveform. You can also change the sample quality. Okay, perfect. Let's go back. Other things you can do, you can change the volume, so you can decide to reduce it or increase it. And then you have 2 options to send to effect number 1 and to send the effect number 2. And here you click on each one of them, and you can establish the level, of course. So let's say that we increase the level for send effects 1, and then we can go to the effect section here. And for the effect 1, you have a reverb or delay, ping pong delay. So depending on what you click here, let's leave it to reverb for now, and just adjust the size a little bit bigger so we can hear the reverb effect. And I'll go through these in another tutorial. Here we go, you can start to hear the reverb effect. And of course you can do the same on effect number 2. In this case is delay. Let's increase the volume. It's okay. Let's leave it like that. Let's see what it sounds like. So let's increase the level up. And you can hear the effect applying on delay. So let's go back and let's click play. So as you can see, you can access loading the sample and recording the sample directly from the main menu when you click and hold on the step itself. We have seen the option how to edit the sample. Okay, again here you have an option which I haven't showed you, but you can reach the load sample from here as well. And of course you can delete, for example, a previous sample. Just click on one of them and just click delete, and it will ask you to confirm. Press OK. You can import a sample. We've seen these, record one and load one which is selected. So this is how you manage samples inside your drum machine, and as I demonstrated, you can create some interesting music and patterns with your drum machine and playing with the sample options available in Groovebox. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.